It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Andre Diggs on the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
On second down, it's Taylor. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. For the Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown at 40 years of age brought in. But the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive lineman still to this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before.
From 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, and the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long, it's Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short. And it's fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. On second and 12, Haskins. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First and 10, Taylor now.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
Philadelphia. Jonathan Taylor, 76 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives are impressive. The opening drive was that. Last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit. And try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Seahawks 7.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. first down. It's Haskins. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard.
On second down, it's Taylor. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over above 50 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On the draw is Taylor. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's caught by Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14.
10 at the 14-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Eagles 14. Seahawks 7.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The give to Taylor. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jonathan Taylor on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead.
Good.
Elliott Good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it.
To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Eagles 21. Seahawks 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Khalif Raymond now. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Back to Taylor on first down. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Here's Haskins to throw. Flush to his right. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Good for an Eagles.
A very solid gain of 27. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run here with Dillon. And the Eagles are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
It's now third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Dwayne Haskins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Eagles 28, Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down now, it's Carson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
14.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And some room to work. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Haskins to throw it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
They'll try and run, Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Elliott is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
1, 2, 3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Incredibly short kick, fielded way up there. Good-looking return set up here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. get this only up to about the 35. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. He's going to look deep for one. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st down, Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. These defenses have become so opportunistic. And no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Rob Gronkowski Gronkowski there to make the grab. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. As the kickoff unit as they run and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that game. They're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. 23 yards the pickup there.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's another Eagles first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touch. Down, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles continue to roll. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll throw from the gun.
He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
On the tackle.
Again, it's Taylor.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. It's going to be a long,
From midfield now, Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Dancing to his left, and he's going to keep it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Here's Wilson to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Goodness, what a catch at the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Gotta go. In and out. Let's go. Check, Mike.
Wilson operating from the gun. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Colby Parkinson, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins flush to his right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they sit that on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd
down. Here's Haskins. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Going deep here for Watkins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Caught on the right side by Dorsen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
To Freddie Swain.
Freddie Swain there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. To throw again is Wilson. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Seahawks 44. Michael Dixon,
the kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They run once more with Taylor.
It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
That'll be complete to the running back, A.J. Dillon. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just more of the same there, partner.